President of the Unhabitat Assembly, Director General of the United Nations Office at Nairobi, Zainab How.
The second session of the United Nations Habitat Assembly on Urban Agenda began on Monday in Girigiri, Nairobi, with President William Ruto formally welcoming the more than 5,000 UN representatives who will be attending the 5-day gathering. The head of state emphasized the need to improve UN Habitat's ability to assist member countries in advancing the agenda of sustainable urbanization.
Human settlement program UN Habitat was inspired by a deep commitment to pursue economic development together with sustainable urbanization in harmony with the preservation of our national heritage.
Speaking during the official opening of the second session of the United Nations Habitat Assembly in Girigiri, the head of state said that had the freedom fighters not made a sacrifice of fighting for the independence of Kenya, citizens would still be slaves.
This is the city, the only one in the world, with a closed canopy forest on one side, the side where we are. This is also the only city in the world that has a national park in the city with wild animals, elephants and rhinos and...
The president said urban centers had always held the most intense concentrations of both the best and the worst human possibilities, wealth and poverty, well-being and suffering, dignity and misery.
Wealth and poverty, well-being and suffering, dignity and misery, all in one ecosystem. As a result, they are also the theaters of the starkest inequalities in human opportunities and human outcomes.
By 2050, half of Kenya's population is expected to reside in urban areas, according to President Ruto. So it is important to strike a balance between economic growth and environmental sustainability.
In Africa, where the median age is 19, urban populations will be very youthful, presenting a novel set of challenges and opportunities for national economic and urban planning and general development. Urban centers have always held the most intense concentrations of both best and the worst human possibilities.
The head of state stated that Kenya has included universal housing as a crucial pillar of the national bottom-up economic transformation agenda to address some of these issues.
Housing as a critical pillar of the national bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Into the housing program, we have further mainstreamed sustainable urban practices of green building, green spaces, adoption of low-carbon energy use, including low-carbon transport solutions, as well as urban agriculture and effective waste management. The governor of Nairobi informed me this morning that he made sure that all the delegates were transported on buses that do not use fossil fuels. That all the buses that were used to transport delegates here were using green energy.
At the same time, he claimed that Kenya had started to restore damaged ecosystems and landscapes as part of the urban resilience program. This, he continued, includes raising Kenya's tree cover from its current level of 12.13% to 30% by planting 15 billion trees over the course of the next 10 years. The second session comes just ahead of the inaugural Africa Climate Summit, which will be held from September 4th to 6th in Nairobi in preparation for the COP28.
And I hope we will all have the resolve of making COP28 the last COP that we are going to hold as humanity.
Reporting for Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm William Juma.
Is now officially open, and I thank you.